Good evening, mamas. I'm Rita Jones, for those of you who do not know me. I know I don't know a lot of you on our page, but I said the next time I make my Good Girl Moonshine Concentrate that I would do a video to show you what I do. And you may or may not think that all these steps are for you. I just believe that it makes the best concentrate for my family. I played around with this recipe for a long time, since July. And this is what I've come up with is the best flavor for my family. You may play around with it from here and come up with your own, or you might, there's lots and lots and lots of different recipes online for all kinds of different variations. So explore, but this is how we do it, and so I'm going to show you how to do it and what ingredients I use. And I want to thank my son Malachi, who's recording for me today. So we're going to kind of speed through one of the processes. I'm going to start by showing you what ingredients I use. This is, Malachi, if you want to zoom into this, this is xylitol, and xylitol is a type of sweetener that is considered on plan for Trim Healthy Mama. This is Bragg's apple cider vinegar with the mother. It doesn't matter what kind of apple cider vinegar you use, but the important thing is that it's with the mother, because that gives the most health benefits. I do know that there's some mamas out there that use it without the mother. It does change the flavor, and it doesn't give as decent of health benefits, but it does give some health benefits. This right here is frozen ice cube, ginger cubes. Actually, I've extracted the ginger, and that's for another time and another day how I did that. But this is the cubes that I froze to keep them fresh, the ginger extract. And I don't use all of these, so I'll show you what I do with this in just a second. This is lemon juice that I got from Aldi's. This is pure vanilla extract that I got from Sam's Club. Comes in the big container like this at Sam's. And this is orange extract that you can get at most stores. And I just like this for added flavor. The materials I'm going to use today is a jar like this that, can they see that? Okay. A jar like this that you can get at Hobby Lobby is where I got mine. A funnel, just because my jar entry hole is kind of small. And then a cup to melt the ginger, because it needs to be melted a little bit so that it can be poured in here. So that's the first step I'm going to get started with, is melting these ginger cubes. I'm going to kind of try to speed this up so you know that it doesn't take that long. I usually take about 2 or 3 out of the ice cubes that I've made, and I put them in the cup, and then I put it in the microwave for about a minute. And see that? Now, when I just made the extract, I don't do that, because I can just put it in there. So I usually make a fresh batch when I've made the extract. If you don't want to freeze the extract, you don't have to, and so you don't have to do this step. Or you could use powdered, but I found that powdered was not the greatest flavor for my family to use. But the extract, I freeze it just so it can last longer, and I can make a bigger batch at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the microwave for about a minute, and then I'll come right back at you and show you how I finish up this. Okay, hopefully you had a chance to go to the bathroom or something during that little break, but it probably didn't seem like a very long break because Malachi's going to do some fancy stuff and put those two things together. But I wanted to show you what the ginger looked like. So Malachi, can you come up here and take a gander at this, please? Gander, I think that's something that they say in Texas. I must have picked up on that vocabulary there, but there it is. I put a little bit of water in it because I made a really strong concentrate last time. Very strong. Sometimes the ginger turns out different than other times, so you kind of just have to taste it and know what it is, and you'll know to add water and stuff like that. I'm not a big measurer, so I decided I would measure a little bit for you guys so that you would know. So what I'm doing is, this is a step that you do not have to do. I just like to do it because it saves me time, and I like my things really sweet. So I started doing it so I would have a little bit more sweetness to my apple cider concentrate. This is a 2 tablespoons. I'm going to just put 2 tablespoons of xylitol. I put it in first because the funnel is dry, and otherwise it will stick if you put it in after that. So or you'll have to get a clean funnel and all that business. It'll take a lot longer. So I've kind of got this down to a science. So there's my dry xylitol. The next thing you want to add is the apple cider vinegar. I give it a little shake because it tends to get, lots of the good stuff goes to the bottom. So I give it a little shake and I just start pouring. And I kind of watch my measurement and see. And I usually fill it up to about right there. About halfway almost. Can you see that, Kai?
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, that's probably a cup, I would guess. Maybe a cup and a half. Then what you want to do is put, so that's 2 parts vinegar is what we say to 1 part ginger. And I kind of eyeball it. So I'm right here, and I pretty much want to come up to about right here on the ginger. And it didn't quite make it, but since that ginger's so strong, I'm going to leave it there. Sometimes I might add like a little bit of water to get it up there, but I'm okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lemon juice. And Meredith Siebert, don't watch this and don't think about my teeth. Because, you know, Meredith talked about the acid. So you might not want to do this if you care about your teeth. But I've been doing it since July and my teeth haven't noticed anything yet. And it can't be any worse than Mountain Dew. And I really like it. So, you know, if you don't want to do the lemon juice and the apple cider vinegar thing, I totally understand. But we do it.
Her teeth aren't black.
So that doesn't mean they're not going to get that way doing this. But hopefully the benefits of it outweigh. So I kind of eyeball that. But it's another 1 part, about the same amount of that you used for the ginger. And then, this is the nummy part, I think. Give a little shake to this. I'm going to start with 1 tablespoon of vanilla. You know, I always eyeball it, you guys, so I'm measuring for you. And I kind of judge the color. So I like for it to get to be like a pretty deep caramely color, sometimes even a little darker than that. I think I'm going to add 1 more tablespoon. Do 2 tablespoons. Oh yeah, that's looking more like what I like. And it'll mix in there a little bit. I just kind of like how this looks. And then I probably put a teaspoon of orange. So I'll start with a teaspoon and see. I don't put very much orange extract. And it makes this cool layered look before you shake everything up. If you want to take a look at that, I just think it's cool. Usually it comes up more, so maybe I need to add just a bit more of the water for the ginger. So I'm going to come over here and just put a little water in. A little bit of water in here because I like to get it topped up, and that ginger's pretty strong. And then I just kind of top it off with apple cider vinegar. So it gets nice and tall. There goes my lid. Shake that off. And then I put this lid on nice and gentle. Sometimes it doesn't get on very well. And I just give it a little shake. And then, voila, there's the concentrate for your apple cider vinegar. I do store this in the refrigerator because it has the lemon juice in it. Probably if you didn't put the lemon juice, you might be able to, and if you put powder in the lemon juice, you might be able to keep it out of the fridge. But I go ahead and refrigerate it. I like it nice and cold and chilled for my apple cider vinegar and moonshine. And I will do another video on what my moonshine looks like. But this is just how to make the concentrate. And there it is. If you have any questions, post it in the comments. Bye.